Hi everybody, my name is David Dillner, and today we have an important announcement regarding the police chief. I know that a lot of people are waiting in anticipation to find out who will be selected as El Dorado's next police chief. But first, I'd like to take a brief moment to kind of discuss the process that was put into place to derive to today's announcement. The first thing is I'd like to thank all of the people of the community who participated in this process. We had over 30 people that were engaged in the process, whether they were serving on an interview panel or coming up with questions or even providing just general support to the process. So without their support, we wouldn't have been able to do quite the extensive process that was necessary to test the candidates and find out which candidate was the best fit for El Dorado. So the process kind of worked like this. Obviously, we advertised and we received applications from individuals that were interested in the position. We narrowed that list down from 12 candidates to 4, and those 4 were invited to come down for interviews. The interview process was very structured and very extensive and included a department meet and greet and a dinner with all 4 candidates the night before the interviews. And then the next day, we jumped right into the interview process, which included 2 community interview panels, an interview panel comprised of what we call legal staff, the county attorney and the municipal prosecutor, as well as the chief of police. We also had an interview panel comprised of high school students, and they also offered up their own questions as part of that interview panel as well. The candidates also had to do a writing assignment where they were given 4 questions. They had to select 2, and they had about an hour to write their answers down for those 2 questions. And we also provided an opportunity for a media exercise whereby the candidates were given a scenario. They had to provide a statement as if they were responding to the press, and then they had an opportunity to answer questions from a mock press conference panel. And then finally, we came to the community meet and greet where members of the community were able to come and ask their individual questions to candidates to find out for themselves which candidate they thought was going to be best for the position. Of course, all of this information, or all of these exercises rather, created a lot of different information from the panelists and from community members and from department personnel. And all of that information was then provided to me as city manager, and I reviewed the extensive amount of information that was derived as part of this entire process. And as part of that review, I determined that the next police chief of El Dorado will be Mike Holden. Mike has served the law enforcement community of Butler County and the city of El Dorado for over 33 years in positions both in the Sheriff's Department as well as the El Dorado Police Department. He is a graduate of Circle High School and currently, or in his last position, most recently served as lieutenant of the El Dorado Police Department, where he supervised a shift, participated in command staff duties, and provided some leadership functions for the department. I know he's very excited to serve in this capacity as a local police officer and someone who is very invested in the community. And so without any further delay, I'm going to bring Mike on and have him introduce himself as El Dorado's next police chief.
Let me start by saying that I'm deeply honored to have the opportunity to serve the city of El Dorado as your next police chief. I'm equally as honored to have the opportunity to step into the shoes of a man who served this community for over 40 years. Kurt also served as my mentor, or one of my mentors, over the last 20 years. I truly look forward to serving this community by building relationships with community groups, community organizations, and the citizens of El Dorado. I look forward to serving the city of El Dorado along with outside agencies in an effort to keep El Dorado a safe place to live, work, and play. Thank you.